Good day, fine people. A very warm welcome to you once again. My name is Nick on the Commodore 64. I'm looking at an arcade Leviathan here, a colossal game, Street Fighter 2, published by US Gold in 1992. The arcade game was from Capcom in 1991. Now, I'm a little bit worried about this because how can 8-bit technology recreate the excitement and the fun and the speed of what was a really cool arcade game, Street Fighter 2? It was a classic. You can select a number of different fighters, pull off combos. The arcade game had a 6-button configuration. This was just using a normal joystick. So one player or versus battle. I'm the only player here, so let's go into a tournament. There's your 8 characters there. We'll see which one we can pick. So we've got Ryu, E. Honda, the sumo man, Blanca from Brazil, Guile is a US man, Ken with the silly hair, Chun-li, Zangief, a Russian sort of like wrestler, and Dal Sim from India. The music is pretty good. It's making a good attempt of that. So I think we will pick Chun-li and see if we can put up her special moves. If you defeat all of those guys, then there'll be 4 bosses: Balrog, Vega, Sagat and M. Bison. This won't be a complete walkthrough, just seeing how you get on your first or second go. Dodger Gaming Link Group Chat will pick a few fighters and try and fight them. I will edit down the load times. Chun-li versus Ryu. I'm the one on the left in the blue. There's a lot of area to work with compared to the arcade game. I don't think it's going to scroll backward and forward. Like the arcade, it's going to stay where it is. Now I'm trying to pull off the helicopter kick that Chun-li can do. So it says down for 2 seconds, then up. Don't seem to be able to do that at all. Check out the energy bars up the top there. Mine's on the left. We want Ryu's to go down. At the moment it seems fairly easy. I'm sort of like winning without putting too much effort in. If you had this game back in the day, then let me know. Now, the definitive version would have to be the Super Nintendo, the SNES, and maybe the Mega Drive. I did play it on the Commodore Amiga. It was okay back in the day, although there was 4 discs on that one, so it was a little bit disjointed. Best thing about this is the music so far. It's having a crack at the moves, but I can't seem to pull any off. The other special move for Chun-li is the lightning kick, which it says if you press fire button a lot of the times it should do, but it doesn't seem to be doing it at all. Look at that, I didn't lose any energy at all, despite just baffling, ever so slight amount, just talking to you and just trying to find my way through. So the game could be a little bit too easy. Yes, the long load times in this, you need to win 2 bouts out of 3 to be victorious. Ryu is a karate superstar. Between each match it gives you stats on your fighters. I don't know why you need to know the blood type of them and their age as well. I think Chun-li was born possibly in 1968, so she's getting on a bit now. She's older than me. Bum 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 bum. If you completed this game, then let me know. I think it's one of those games you could probably complete on your first go, so it's not really going to prove much of a challenge. So my initial thoughts are they've had a go at it. US Gold's conversions weren't always the best. Could it have been a bit better? Yeah, maybe the characters could have been a bit bigger. They seem to have lost a lot of the character from the arcade, so should have made them bigger, I think. I prefer simpler games on this system. Way of the Exploding Fist is a good one, and Fist Plus, and IK Plus in particular, that seems to be a lot more fun than this thing. But it's got the essence of it, it's got some of the animations, but if you played it after the arcade game, expecting something similar, or the Super Nintendo version, then you'll be bitterly disappointed, I think. But anyway, that's just the first bout. Please subscribe if you haven't already, that helps the channel continue. F7, next fighter. We're going around the world here. If you want to see other games we reviewed on the Commodore 64, they're in a playlist. There's a link in the description below which will take you right there, or you can click on my username and takes you to the channel page, click on the playlist tab. Now we're off to Japan to fight this sumo wrestler, E. Honda. Chun-li is a schoolgirl with big thunder thighs, and E. Honda is a big person known for sumo. Who could possibly win this? There's a bit of a weight disparity. No animated backgrounds on this, which I'm not surprised about. E. Honda can do... Oh, I did the bit of the lightning kick there. E. Honda can do flying headbutt, I think, and a speed super slap. If you currently can do a speed super slap, then comment in the comment section below. Well, I did the kick. I don't think that lightning kick wasn't instigated by doing fire button continuously. I think I did the opposite direction and fire. I'll have to try that in a bit. Apparently if you get close enough you can do throws like the arcade game. I haven't pulled off any of those so far. Look, I'm being super slapped. But as you can see, look at this. I mean, how much energy have I lost? Oh, I threw him there. How much energy have I lost? None. As a schoolgirl throws, you know, a really heavy sumo wrestler. Yeah, if you are a schoolgirl that's just thrown a very heavy sumo wrestler, then comment in the comment section below. Is it doable? Look at that. That's ridiculous. I don't know what I'm doing, and I took no damage at all. Maybe there's a difficulty level in the options, but this is too easy peasy. Oh dear. Yeah, the end of level bosses, Balrog. He was based off Mike Tyson, American fighter. It's called M. Bison in the Japanese version. I think they swapped names. Sound a bit like Mike Tyson, didn't it? I feel like I can talk to you and play this because I'm not going to lose. Hey, lightning kick! I'm not going to lose at all, am I? The next one will be end of level bosses, Vega. He's like a Harlequin man that can jump and walk up cages and fire fans and stuff. Then it's Sagat. He's a very tall fellow. I think he's done some kind of martial art. And then finishing off with M. Bison, dressed in red with a silly hat on. And he's got like crazy magic powers and the leader of some, you know, shadow super mafia gang. If you're a member of some super mafia shadow gang, then comment in the comment section below. Maybe you want to think about sponsoring the channel so I can go full time and not have to work at that supermarket. Yes. Sing the song. Do 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 biddy bidoo. Boo 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 biddy 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 boo 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 biddy bidoo. Boo 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 bidda biddy bidda boo 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 biddy bidoo. That's enough of that. Right, okay. Right, the sumo man's taken a bit of energy off me this time, but not in a very serious way. God, I don't know what diet he has, but I think it's beyond cucumber sandwiches. I think it's a lot of meat in his diet, a lot of roughage, and yeah. I've never been on the sumo circuit. I could never, you know, put on enough weight to be in it, and I wasn't Japanese. Anyway, we ran out of time there, but I won because I've got the most power left. E Honda, don't know what E stands for. Maybe Emu, don't know. If you are E Honda watching this, comment below. What does the E stand for in E Honda? Edmund, probably, maybe. Anyway, long loading times, I will edit them down. Right, next up, we're going to Brazil to fight Blanca. Yes, he can electrify his body and do crazy somersaults if the computer will allow him. So I've sort of like pulled off a special move, but not really the lightning kick by random. But, you know, despite that, yes, I'm winning anyway. Right, okay, well, there we go. He's doing some somersaulting stuff, but not in a very serious way. Don't know what causes that green skin. Boo 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 boo. This isn't much of a challenge at all. I don't know if it'd be better in two-player. So, you know, he's done a bit of electrocution there. It's lost the vibrancy of the arcade game. Maybe I'm being a bit cruel because it is an 8-bit. They're trying their best with what they got hold of. And, you know, the scenery is quite nice. I mean, is it scrolling slightly up and down there? Yeah, ever so slightly. Let's give it its dues then. It's a bit of a moving background. I didn't think the others were. Maybe I just didn't notice. Right, lightning kick. Lightning kick. You probably can keep doing the same move. So there are some set moves for every character's got, and then there's the special moves as well. You know, bad. Well, it's not bad. It's middle of the road. This is. I prefer it to that Beast Wrestler game we played on the Mega Drive recently. If you haven't played any other version of Street Fighter 2, I suppose as a kid you might have got fun out of this. A kid's imagination will always add a little bit more on to what is already there. I'd stay away from the scores, of course, as I told you before, so I don't influence my judgment of the game. I don't want to say the game's good just because others are saying it's good and vice versa. But at the moment I'm seeing these graphics are good, these incidental ones. I'm seeing essence of Street Fighter 2, good music, but the gameplay isn't quite there. It's too easy, and the special moves are a little bit too tricky to pull off. I'm not sure if they're there or not in this 8-bit version. If I can do the Chun-Li's helicopter kick at least once before the review's over. Oh, there it goes! Right on cue. I'll be very happy. Right, okay, that's fine. I doubt I'll be able to do that again. So the thing says hold down for 2 seconds, then up. Well, I've done it once, and I got a bit of a clobbering. No, thank goodness for that. Helicopter kick. Good. Oh well, the day is saved. Street Fighter 2. I wasn't going to go all the way through the game. We'll see a few other people to see what the other backgrounds are like. But we've seen E. Honda, the Sumo Man. We've seen Ryu. And yeah, anyway, well, now we're beating Blanca. That's free. You can probably go through the game quite quickly, I think. Bear in mind, this is my first go. Look at that. Look at that strength I've got left. The whole bar is there. Ugh. Anyway, see you later, Blanca. Let's fight the next character, whoever they may be. Who is it? Doing it in order, I think. There's a Street Fighter Turbo edition that was in the arcade, Championship edition. There's lots of different editions. Right, Guile, or Grill, whatever he's called. Is it Guile or Grill? He's in the US Air Force. He's got a blonde haircut, and he wants to show us what? I think he can fire stuff and do some sort of like bicycle kick thing. Chun-li, get ready. Who was your favourite character to play in Street Fighter 2? Let me know which is the one you always picked. Ken and Ryu were good. So if you, in the arcade version, if you do the shooting right, it goes Power Mutant like that. That was good, and other stuff. No speech in this one, which was a lot of fun. Dal Sim was a good character as well. The Indian Rubber Man, Yoga Flame. Yeah, there we go. Yoga Flame. I never be able to do that. Or was it Yogurt Flame? I don't know. Don't burn up a yogurt. Right, as you can see, I'm winning easily peasily again. I've got the hang of that speed kick. The helicopter kick is elusive, but I did it at least once against that Blanca fellow from Brazil. Oh, see, look, he can shoot. So remember to do your blockers when that comes along. I think when I used to control him on the Amiga version, I used to keep doing the shooting all the time from one side of the screen, and hopefully that would have been enough, but he's bopped as well. He's in the US Army, but he couldn't even beat a Japanese schoolgirl with Thunderfires. Perhaps that's it. If you've got Thunderfires, then comment in the comment section below. I'd probably like to hear from you. Anyway, not if you're a Japanese schoolgirl though, that's plain wrong. Do 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 do. Right, okay, fight. Come on then, Gil. Boof. I expect it's as easy with each fighter, but do check out those options right at the start of the game, because that might give you more of a challenge. As a newbie noob, I'm ripping through this quite easily, and I'm confident if I did continue playing the whole thing, I would, beat all the bosses as well. Commodore 64, fun. We've had quite a few games now for Commodore 64, not as many as the ZX Spectrum or Amiga, but we're getting there. I had to cover this one of the big ones, but it's not really a game to buy in 8-bit. Try other versions there. 8-bit should stay where it is. I think the way of Exploding Fist was a classic game. This one is a bit too ambitious for it. It's a bit too complicated there. But anyway, they've made a fight of it. Could have been a bit better. I'd be interested to see if a homebrew ever got hold of this and redid it, what they could do, but that probably won't happen due to licensing issues. Street Fighter 2 is one of the most popular games of all time, at least in the arcades. Anywho, and it's influenced so many other games, the Tekken series as well. Citation needed, but I'm sure it did. It's always interesting to see what characters they come up with, and there was, of course, this is pretty wholesome stuff. And then the reverse side of the coin, there's Mortal Kombat, which isn't wholesome stuff at all, especially the modern ones, where there's some fatalities and end-of-level stuff. Now, we aim usually about 10 minutes long. You've already got an overview of what this is like, but I might have one last fight there just for the fun of the thing. But you already know this. It's okay, but it's too ambitious. Could have been better. The music is okay. The gameplay is rather limited in what you've got here, but I like the incidental graphics in between, but I just expected a little bit more, and I'm unimpressed. As a Street Fighter 2 aficionado, it's not really the arcade game at all. Right, here we go. We're fighting Ken. Where's his yellow hair? They've just copied the graphics of Ryu here. That's not Ken. Ken has yellow hair, we all know this. Oh god, it's not Street Fighter 2 anymore. Ken needs yellow hair. What's happened to it? Perhaps he's had a problem at the dyeing place. Anyway, well that's what he's going to do now for his silly faux pas. He is going to die as we fight next to this Chinese boat thing. Take that. Right, I've got the hang of the lightning kick, and that's probably all I need to win every single bout, I think. Oh god. Yes, there's a lot of big play area. As I say, only scrolls up and down ever so slightly, each one, not right to left at all. Right, that's him beaten up fairly easy. You won again. Give me the points, baby. Right, okay. Don't forget to put your favourite Street Fighter 2 character in the comment section below. The one that you always controlled the most. Maybe you didn't have one. There's always one where you got to your favourite bits. You practice rages, then your friend will come round, button mash and beat you to a pulp. Anywho, did you learn the moves or did you button mash? I'm trying to learn them a bit. I did mainly button mash, but if there's a move I've learned, I would try and do that. Like I'm trying to do, again, that helicopter kick thing, which I pulled off at least, well, I say at least once. It was only once, wasn't it? And never to be seen again. Whoops, that's a throw. That felt quite nice to do. Ken's, providing no resistance whatsoever as he tries to do that hurricane thing, but I blocked that again. It's moving quick enough, isn't it, I suppose? I'm just underwhelmed. I think I preferred YR Kung Fu, you know. It was less ambitious with the characters, but there was more moves to pick. Can't remember if I reviewed that on the Commodore 64. I guess I must have done. I reviewed it on the ZX Spectrum, that is for sure, and I've won again. In your face, Ken, with your black hair. Which I'd imagine he's going to dye blonde again, is he, for the incidental bit? Shame on you, Ken. Let's have a look. Yeah, so he's gone blonde again. So that was the biggest annoyance of the game, actually. I'm easily annoyed. I think we'll leave it there. You know, we're just going to see the same thing over and over again, the same characters getting bopped fairly easily. So I hope you liked having a look at that one. Zangief is next, but that was Street Fighter 2 on the Commodore 64, published by US Gold in 1992, based in the arcade, came from Capcom in 1991. Okay, a fair attempt, but tough to do in 8-bit, and I don't think they've really pulled it off. Go for the simpler fighters, you have a lot more fun, it'll be a lot more of a challenge. I think that's pretty fair. If you've got any comments about this game, similar games, or anything Commodore 64 related to this, then put that in the comment section below. You're more than welcome. Until next time, take great care of yourself, and a very fond goodbye. Goodbye. Do 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 biddy-bidoo. Boo 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 biddy-biddy-biddy. Boo 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 biddy-bidoo. Boo 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 biddy-biddy-biddy. Boo 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 biddy-bidoo. That's enough of that.